Hey, this is Brannen. We're here with a very special unboxing video on tabletop gaming. We were lucky enough to have a friend to go to Adepticon and get the con exclusive Angry Chicken First Blood miniatures and scenario. Join us tonight as we crack this open and see what's inside. Let's get into it. So here we go, unboxing this. I have my handy dandy scalpel and we're just gonna start cutting. Very excited. This comes from an inside joke within the community about the apex predator being an angry chicken. And it is good to see kind of a joke from the community, a good-hearted one, turn into something a little more exclusive and fun for the fans to take part in by playing. So, as we open it up, there is two separate models. These are the angry chickens. So we're gonna look at them. They are resin, so you should wash them up. They are on the standard infantry small base. So this feels like a very fun way to get tactical retinues or arcane retinues if you want to do something fun. I feel like Isaac will be taking these for his Wadroon because he needs kind of the retinue upgrades. Very nice, clean sculpt. As you can see, there's a lot of detail and all the feathers sitting upon his very large pile of skulls. Human skulls specifically, it looks like. So Nords and Hunter Kingdoms, I assume, are the ones in there. Giving his nice T-pose to show the world who's boss. The second one is over here. Once again, another infantry base. This one is growing in success. As you can see here, once again, really nice detail with the resin casting along the side, not a lot of flash. The same signature skull pile. This one, as you see, is crowing, which is really cool. Very different pose of the two, but still similar enough. Looks like it would take paint really well. You could even do a contrast or a slap chop approach, if you will, and it would pick out a lot of the detail. So with that, let's go into what this looks like for First Blood. So first off, we get the really cool, nice art card for using when you build your command stack and to activate the unit. And then the meat of the expansion is the special rules. So as we see, the Beast of Chicken, which is a great pronunciation. It is a biomass condenser. Its class is redacted. Movement 8, volley 1, clash 3. 8 attacks, appetite of 5. I'm interested in seeing how that works out. No resolve, defense, or evasion. Anger, maximum, important to note. And then special rule, flurry. As a man who loves flurry from his raiders, I appreciate that. Special rules, balk, combat and out of combat action. This action can be performed in round 2 and 3. The beast have been startled. A few decisive strikes will deter future interlopers. Make yourself appear large and leave without sudden movement before it's too late. The beast performs a march action followed by an immediate charge. The beast performs impact attacks, has flurry, brutal impact 1, special roll until the end of the round, and it adds +2 attack characteristic for each biomass battery marker on the regiment until the end of the round. Block. Way more A's. Combat and out of combat action. This action can be performed in round 4, 5, and 6. A warning has been issued. The interloper has failed to leave or at least play dead. The beasts have now tasted blood and realized a scheme to steal their precious egg-shaped biomass batteries. They are out for blood and can smell your fear. The beast performs a march action followed by an immediate charge. The beast performs impact attacks, has cleave 2 and brutal impact. Special roll until the end of the round. The beast adds +3 to its attacks. characteristics for each biomass battery marker on the regiment until the end of the round. Bugwalk! Combat and out of combat action. Actions can be formed in rounds 7 and 8. Thousands of years of bioengineering and careful genome splicing all come together, triggering the ultimate fight or fight. Flight was never achieved. Response. No one can leave this place alive, and you'll be assimilated into the pearly white egg-shaped biomass batteries. You can only hear a deafening roar before the end. Regiments within 8 inches of this model cannot use or benefit from command abilities. The beast performs a march action followed by an immediate charge. The beast performs impact attacks, has cleave 3, and brutal impact 1 special rule until the end of the round. The beast adds 4 to its attack characteristic for each biomass battery marker on the regiment until the end of the round. Fly like a lead balloon. Hit like an apex. The beast is not affected by enemy engagement range and does not suffer penalties for moving in and out of them. In addition, its engagement range is 2.5. That is interesting that it can just kind of jump in and out of combat and has a little bit extra range. Voracious appetite. The beasts of Chikan are made out of solid condensed matter. They don't go down easily and they don't die. The only way to get them off you is an offering in biomass. A regiment can feed a beast within 6 inches of the regiment's leader casualty token at any point of the regiment's activation without needing to spend an action. To feed the beast for each casualty token offered by that regiment, the beast's appetite is lowered by 2. The regiment may also sacrifice models, causing the bearer's appetite to be lowered by 2 for each model sacrificed. This casualty do not generate casualty tokens. It's not a good look, but sometimes you gotta run faster. And the beast reaches 0 appetite. It respawns at the beginning of the next round, centered on the central point at the end of the reinforcement phase with its full appetite. How to play. To play the Beast of Chikan scenario, simply bring a 600 to 800 First Blood list against an opponent with a similar sized army. So this is kind of a fun thing. If you and your friends have a First Blood army, you get to add these guys in as a force of chaos to kind of mix up the game. But it does require that you have a built First Blood army as is. The game is played by setting the table as shown in the scenario diagram. The winning condition is collect as many egg-shaped biomass batteries by the end of the round 8 while avoiding the ravenous beast. Players who collect the most biomass batteries is the winner. If, however, the ravenous beast managed to destroy both players' character regiment, then it's a win for the chicken, as your forces are similarly condensed into pearly white egg-shaped biomass. So now we're going to go over setting up the battlefield. It's played on a standard 4x4 First Blood field, with each player having the 1 foot by 1 foot deployment in the corner, and then 9 biomass tokens, which are represented by infantry stands. I feel if you're going to do this, you should take the extra time and make little biomass-shaped eggs, because I think it'll add to the feel of this narrative event. Then, after that is done and everyone sets up, the 2 beasts of chickens are placed by the players anywhere 6 inches away from the central point. Make sure to place the beast equidistant from each player. Points on the battlefield do not award victory points. Instead, they can be interacted with. The what can possibly go wrong. Should this regiment be within 6 inches of one of the battery piles, it immediately collects 2 biomass batteries. Place suitable markers for each biomass battery collected by each regiment. This action cannot be performed on a battery pile that has already been interacted with this round. So you can't just keep going to a safe one and interacting with it. You have to go spread out. Starting with the round 2 at the beginning of each player's command phase, but before players arrange their command stack, each regiment on the battlefield may toss a biomass battery to any other regiment within 10 inches of the regiment's leader, including enemy regiments. No roll is necessary, simply declare the regiment you wish to toss the battery to, and the battery marker is now placed on the target regiment. Once players complete tossing the biomass batteries, the players take note of how many batteries they have between all the regiments and consult the condition. If a player has at least 4 less batteries than their opponent, that player receives an angry chicken command card to place in their command stack and command until end of turn. So that's this guy. If both players have no more than 3 battery difference between them, and both players then receive an Angry Chicken command card to place in their command stack and command it until the end of the round. I do note that there is only 1 command token card in the set, so if you play and hit that condition, you'll have to proxy, or maybe there is meant to be 2 and this just had 1. But that's not a big deal. Players will then get to command whichever beast of chicken is closest to their character model at the time of activating. Should the closest beast have already been activated this round, then they can activate the other. The beasts of chicken activate when their command card is drawn as any other regiment and is considered to be friendly regiment to that player activating it until the end of the round. Unlike other regiments, however, they can perform a single action selected from the actions available in their characteristic profile. At the end of the round, the chicken command cards are removed and determine anew whether a player will have them. So this seems like a fun little scenario where you and your friend can be chasing around, grabbing eggs, throwing them back and forth, and potentially sacrificing casualties as well as your own units to the chickens, and then get chased around by these 2 adorable little chickens as you go through things. And that's it for the unboxing of the Angry Chicken expansion for First Blood. Continue along as we'll be paying these guys up, and Isaac and I are planning on playing a First Blood game using this scenario and these 2 angry chickens to see how chaotic it gets as we pass the biomass marker back and forth. Check us out later, like, follow, and subscribe. See you later.